Welcome, future financial moguls. Today we're about to explore a concept that sounds like it's straight out of a superhero movie. You know the one, be your own bank. Sounds too good to be true, right? Is it possible to literally be your own bank, take control of your money, and not rely on the traditional banking system? Or is it just another flashy financial fad? Well, buckle up, because we're about to break it down, and trust me, this one's going to be fun. In today's video, can you really be your own bank? The truth behind infinite banking? We're diving into the mystery of how this works, the pros and cons, and, yep, you guessed it, the crazy myths that surround it. So grab your coffee, or tea if you're feeling fancy, and hit that subscribe button because this is going to be a ride. Alright, let's start at the beginning. The idea of being your own bank is typically tied to something called infinite banking, or bank on yourself. So what the heck does that even mean? Well, hold on to your calculators because it's a little more complicated than just walking into a bank and saying, I'll take a loan and then I'll pay myself back. Infinite banking is a concept that uses a type of life insurance policy, typically a whole life insurance policy, to create your own personal bank. Sounds wild, right? Let's break it down. In simple terms, you pay premiums into a whole life policy, and the policy grows cash value over time. You can then borrow from this cash value at a low interest rate, and here's the kicker. You're borrowing against your policy, not from a traditional bank. You control the loans and pay them back on your own terms. So, can you really be your own bank? Well, kinda. But not in the way you think. You're not going to start printing your own money or handing out loans like some sort of financial Tony Stark. What's really happening here is you're borrowing from the cash value of your whole life insurance policy, which is designed to grow over time. Here's how it works. You set up a whole life insurance policy with an insurance company. No need to wear a suit and tie for this part. You pay premiums regularly, and a portion of that money grows into cash value. Over time, you can access this cash value, use it for things like paying off debt, buying a car, or, wait for it, investing in real estate or the stock market. The key part, you pay yourself back plus interest. You're in control. And no, you don't have to answer to a loan officer wearing a tie. Alright, this is where things get exciting. What are the benefits of being your own bank? Well, my friends, here's where this strategy shines, if used correctly. Tax-deferred growth. The cash value inside a whole life policy grows tax-deferred, which means you're not paying taxes on your gains each year. It's like having a hidden treasure chest that keeps growing and growing without the taxman knocking on the door. Access to funds. When you need them, need a loan? You don't need to beg your bank for approval. The cash value of your policy is available to you and you can borrow from it whenever you need, whether it's for a big purchase, an emergency, or even investing in something else. It's like having a financial cushion that you control. Protection from market volatility. Since the cash value is not directly tied to the stock market, it's less likely to be impacted by market fluctuations. It's like having a soft landing pad for your money, even when the stock market is doing flips. Flexible loan terms. You can pay back the loan on your own schedule. Want to pay it off early? Go for it. Want to stretch it out? That's fine too. It's all about you being in charge. Now, before you start thinking you're going to quit your job and live your best bank CEO life, let's pump the brakes for a second. Being your own bank has its downsides, and I'm not talking about fees or interest rates, although those exist too. Let's dive into the cons. High initial costs. Whole life insurance policies are not cheap. In fact, they're usually much more expensive than term life insurance. So, if you're on a tight budget, this might not be the best strategy. It's like buying a Ferrari when you can barely afford a used Honda. Sure, it looks good, but the bills come with it. Slow cash value growth. Patience is a virtue. It takes a while for the cash value to grow enough to make a significant impact. Don't expect to access thousands of dollars in the first few years. It's like planting a tree and waiting for it to become a full-grown oak. It's a long-term play, so patience is key. Loan interest and repayment. Remember, when you borrow from your policy, you have to pay it back. And guess what? You're paying interest. So while it's nice to have the ability to borrow, it's not free money. If you don't repay the loan, it can eat into your policy's cash value, which could create a snowball effect that you definitely don't want. So, Is being your own bank the right move for you? Well, that depends on a few things. Do you have the extra cash flow to afford the higher premiums? Are you comfortable with long-term commitment and growth? Do you have patience like a Jedi Master for the cash value to grow? Are you okay with the idea of paying interest on your loans? If you answered yes to most of these, then infinite banking might be a good fit. But if you're shaking your head and saying, I prefer a quick win, then you might want to explore other options. So, here's the bottom line. Being your own bank sounds amazing, and in the right situation, it can work wonders. It offers tax-deferred growth, control over your loans, and protection from market ups and downs. But, and this is a big but, it's not for everyone. The upfront costs can be high, the growth can be slow at first, and you have to be comfortable with the long-term commitment. If you're still on the fence, consult with a financial advisor who can walk you through the pros and cons based on your specific situation. But hey, if you're ready to take on this superhero-level money strategy, go for it. Remember, the key to any financial strategy is making informed decisions, and that's why we're here. So take your time, do your research, and make the best choice for your future. Before you go rushing off to open a whole life insurance policy and become your own bank, here's what I need you to do. Like this video if you learned something new today, or if you just like the idea of being a financial superhero. Subscribe to the channel for more fun and informative videos about how to take control of your money. Share this video with your friends and family who might be wondering about becoming their own bank. Help them make better financial choices too. Sharing is caring, and I mean that in a very financially responsible way. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep those financial powers in check, and remember, being your own bank might just be the superhero move you've been waiting for.